Let's go for it.
Sonia!
Don't you even say good morning?
Sorry, I've got a bit of school early.
What's this?
What's what?
Oh, your hair and your best jacket.
You look smart, don't you?
How much perfume you got on?
Only a bit.
You're not going to school, are you?
Of course I am.
Come on, something's going on.
Does it ever occur to you that I might just want to look nice?
You got a boyfriend?
Not yet, I haven't. But there is someone I like.
Well, you look really lovely.
Honestly. Does it suit me?
Yeah, you'll knock him dead.
Thanks, Mum. Oh, and good morning.
There you go. Wicked.
Will you get a move on?
I'm ready. I just need my jacket.
Morning.
Hey, what's he doing wearing that?
I said he could wear it.
That's my favourite jumper, that is. Take it off now.
Oh, keep it on. It's only while his clothes are in the wash.
Sure you're warm enough on if I can get you one of my vests.
But I'm sorry, Terry. I chased up my mum sending my gear from home.
Seeing as you're living here.
Oh, is he indeed? Where's my rent?
Can you do this later, please?
Better be busy in a shop today, pay for his bacon
Terry,
and
we're
eggs.
going now.
Good luck in court.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks. I think I need it.
I just feel sick. I know this isn't easy, but if you look too nervous in front of the jury...
Well, I'm sorry, but I've never been tried for murder before.
Come on, Matthew.
I can't do this. I can't.
You'll feel better once we get into the court. Matthew, I know you're going to take this the wrong way, but it might not be too late to do that deal with the CPS.
No. I'm not pleading guilty. I'd rather you chase up the forensics on that jacket because that's what proves Steve killed her.
Matthew, it is essential that we concentrate on the trial and try to keep calm.
Oh, good timing.
I told him, no later than 1:15.
I should have carried on and got the train, shouldn't I?
Oh, look, this will be in there. I'm sure it'll all work out okay.
I said that when he got arrested. Still got to court, though, didn't he? Let's ask him for a lift.
Terry, I think we made to give evidence for the prosecution. And the last person Michael wants to sit with.
Sorry, Sarah. How are you feeling?
How do you think? I promise you one thing. I'll do all I can to help me.
Thanks, Peggy.
Sonia,
Oh, sorry, Enrique. I didn't see you there.
maybe walk to school together.
Oh, I'd love to. Listen, come this way. I'm really good shortcut.
Ian, I'm nervous enough as it is.
All I'm saying is be on your guard.
I'll just tell the truth.
Yeah, if a defence lets you.
Oh, what do you mean?
If Steve's barrister is anything like him, he will try and twist everything that you say.
Go and sit in the court. I'll be fine. Really.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I'll be thinking of you.
Yeah, see you later.
Matt? Can I go in now, please?
If this is as bad as Ian reckons it'll be.
Yeah, well, you better watch out for Steve's barrister.
Oh, don't you start. Talking of Steve.
You see if your friend's still smiling when the brother gets life, eh?
I wonder where we sit.
Through there. There's a room for prosecution witnesses. But you better make yourself known to the usher. I think you're the first one out.
Can't wait.
All rise.
My lord, my client, Matthew Rose, is, as you are aware, pleading guilty to the conspiracy charge. In order that this plea should not prejudice, however, the other serious matter, may I apply that the charge be put to the defendants before the jury is sworn? I have, of course, consulted my learned friend, Mr. Cherry, who is in agreement.
The Crown has no objection, my lord.
We'll deal with the first indictment now.
If the defendants would please stand. You are charged upon this indictment containing one count, for that you, Matthew Rose, and you, Stephen Owen, on the 15th of February 1999, did conspire with each other to pervert the course of justice by concealing the body of Saskia Duncan. How do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honour.
Guilty.
Mr. Owen and Mr. Rose, the sentencing for this offence will take place after the jury has reached a verdict on the second indictment of murder. You may sit down. If you bring the jury through.
Sure, Melanie will be fine.
You know what these lawyers are like.
Oh, don't have to tell me. I lost faith in British justice a long time ago.
I just hope they don't upset her too much.
Well, she's always seemed very level-headed.
Oh, she is now, but she wasn't always like that.
Yeah, bet she hasn't been half as much trouble as any of mine.
You'd be surprised. Melanie's done a lot in her time. Underage drinking, shoplifting. And then she was thrown out of college.
What Melanie was?
And it didn't stop as a teenager. It's only 18 months ago since she got in trouble with her business. Went bust and left all her creditors high and dry.
How much did she lose?
Well, let's just say a lot of money. Thankfully, that's all in the past now.
If the defendants would please stand. You are charged upon this indictment, containing one count, for that you, Stephen Owen, and you, Matthew Rose, on the 14th of February 1999, did murder Saskia Duncan. How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honour.
Not guilty.
If you'd be seated.
We shall now start with the case for the Crown. I shall ask Miss Mills, who is the QC for the prosecution, to make her opening address. Miss Mills?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there is one simple, undeniable fact in this case. On February the 14th, 1999, when Saskia Duncan met with Mr. Owen and Mr. Rose, she also met with her death.
It's coming now.
You'll be fine.
Miss Healy, if you'd like to come through to court.
Good luck.
Let's hope she don't do him no favours, eh?
Why would she?
Well, she used to be in love with the geezer. Maybe she's still got feelings for him, innit?
She's engaged to Ian now, Janet.
Say no more.
How did you first meet Mr. Owen?
It sounds strange, but he nearly ran me over in his car.
I should imagine that would bring Mr. Owen to your attention.
Oh, it wasn't on purpose. I was crossing the road and he hadn't seen me.
It's safe to say that your relationship from that point could only get better.
Yeah, he turned up at where I work with a picnic and a bottle of champagne to apologise. I wasn't that keen at first, but Steve can be quite a charmer. We started going out together.
Did the relationship work well?
I'm not saying it didn't have its problems, but yeah, it was starting to work very well.
You say it was starting?
Yeah, that's until Saskia turned up.
How did Miss Duncan affect the relationship?
At first, I didn't even know she knew Steve, but she got chatting to me and we became quite friendly.
What was Mr. Owen's reaction to this?
He was annoyed. He didn't really want me spending any time with her.
How annoyed was he?
Well, he got pretty angry about it.
Yeah, it's Grant now. Well, can you tell him Billy called and that I need to speak to him urgently? Yeah, cheers.
Please, Miss Healy, take your time.
Thank you.
If we move now to the 14th of February, Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was Steve's big opening night at the club. He gave me an invite, and I decided to go.
What happened when you got there?
I went into Steve's office with him for a drink. We were getting on great. Actually, I was thinking of going back out with him again.
So, all was going well?
Really well. Then Saskia burst in. She kissed Steve and thanked him for sending her some flowers.
How did you feel about that?
I'd had enough. I just got up and left.
What was Steve's reaction to Saskia bursting in on you?
Well, he wasn't exactly pleased to see her.
One final point. After Valentine's Day, did Mr. Owen try to persuade you to go out with him again?
Yeah, he did.
What did he say about Miss Duncan?
He told me that she'd gone for good.
Did he say where she'd gone?
No, he just said that she wouldn't be around anymore.
Thank you, Miss Healy. I have no more questions.
Members of the jury, when a witness has finished giving evidence, there is then the opportunity for the defence counsel to cross-examine. Mr. Cherry?
Miss Healy, would you say that Saskia Duncan manipulated your relationship with her?
Yeah, definitely. And looking back now, it's a bit scary.
In what way? Scary?
Well, she must have found out where I went, and then she'd bump into me, you know, as if by coincidence.
Would you say you were deceived by Miss Duncan?
All the time. She played me and Steve off against each other.
Did Miss Duncan give you the impression that she was obsessed with Mr. Owen?
Yes. It was as if she couldn't have him, then no one else would.
Finally, in all the time you knew Mr. Owen, was he ever aggressive towards you?
Never. And I never saw him being aggressive with Saskia either. You know, he might have got angry, but there was never anything heavy or violent.
Thank you, Miss Healy.
My lord, a matter has arisen on which I need to consult my client. Would it be possible to rise for an early lunch?
I take it this matter is urgent.
It is indeed, my lord.
Is that the Maudley Hotel? Hi. I wonder if you could help me. I'm hoping to get married on December the 31st. You're fully booked. No, I understand. Thank you. That's the M's done.
Oh, hi, you must be Dawn. Yes. Great, come through to the office.
I'll make a start on the ends, yeah?
But why doesn't it prove anything? He was wearing the jacket when he killed her. It had her blood on it.
But it doesn't prove that he did it. I did say that we couldn't rely on it.
Well, get him to check it again, then.
I'm sorry, but we cannot argue with this forensic report.
Well, that's me, then, isn't it? That's prison for life.
We have a strong case.
I'm sorry, I cannot do this. I want to do the deal. I want to plead guilty to manslaughter.
Matthew, this is a big decision.
I don't want to talk about it. Just go and do the deal for me.
Why don't you go and have a word with your father?
No, I can't go back into that courtroom. Please. Go and do the deal for me.
OK. I'll go and find Miss Mills.
Thank you.
I'm going for my lunch.
Jamie, have you got some sort of problem?
Yeah, my mate's in court today being tried for murder.
Get me away from this shop, will you?
What, customer's driving you mad?
It's that Jamie. He's been off with me all morning.
Yeah, well, he's probably wound up about Matthew. What time's he in back?
After her ladyship's finished giving evidence.
Her ladyship?
I've been hearing one or two things about her recently. She's got Ian wrapped around her little finger.
Yeah, well, actually, I've been hearing one or two tales about Melanie this morning, and not very nice ones.
Go on.
I think you'd best sit down, Kathy.
Try not to look too pleased when you go back in there.
I'll try.
Pleased about what?
Oh, the forensic report's just come back on my jacket. There was nothing on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, that was the only evidence they had. They're never going to convict me now.
Well, how could they convict you?
Well, you never know, do you? I mean, these barristers will use anything.
If you didn't do it, what evidence could they find?
Can't you just be pleased that I'm in the clear?
You said it again, in the clear. I mean, I thought you didn't do anything.
Of course I didn't.
Well, why are you jumping up and down?
I don't know, my jacket might have been splashed with blood.
Steve, you're lying to me.
What is this?
I can see it in your face.
Look, sis.
Well, now you're calling me that, I know you're lying.
Hang on a minute, what are you trying to say here?
You did it, didn't you?
Jackie, please.
You killed her.
Jackie, come back here! Jackie, come back!
So, if I've served time already for hiding the body and conspiracy charges, then I'll only get 2 years, right? What's the matter?
I'm sorry, but it's no go.
It's got to be.
We were too late.
You're going to change her mind.
Mills is adamant. She doesn't want to know.
Well, that is just great. I'm going to end up doing her life.
Now, calm yourself down, Matthew.
This is your fault. You should have insisted that I did it.
Now, you listen to me. If you let me get on with my job, then there is a good chance that you will be acquitted. But if you don't pull yourself together, and quickly, Matthew, then you're right. You're going to end up doing life.
Hello? Hello, is that the Walford Roof Gardens? Hi, I'm looking for someone to hold my wedding reception. The only problem is, it's December the 31st. You're available? I'm talking about this coming New Year's Eve, yeah? How come you're not fully booked? No, right, no, I understand that if you're just getting things off the ground, yeah. Look, can I come and see it this afternoon? Fantastic. Please do me one favour, right? Don't let it go until I've seen it. OK, and the name's Evans. Barry Evans, yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye then.
Yes!
Bye. What's going on?
Well, you're going to a wedding, you know. Ours.
You've hardly eaten a thing. And you haven't done much better.
No, it's lovely, Rob. I'm just not hungry.
They could be OK. They couldn't find Matt guilty of murder.
Soapy's right. What are you fed up about?
That's not fair money to you.
It's Phil.
He stood me up again for tonight. Apparently he wants to spend some time with Kathy.
It's not Kathy he wants to see, it's Ben.
I'm beginning to wonder.
Look, I've just had to spend the whole morning with her. All she does is nag.
She ain't that bad.
She's worse. This is the woman who gave life to Ian Bill.
Jamie, you're terrible.
Look, what have you got to lose? You're a lot nicer than Kathy.
Thanks.
I don't remember her arriving, but she was there from about 7 o'clock onwards.
How did you find Miss Duncan?
I didn't have to find her. She was propping up the bar.
By this you mean she'd had a lot to drink?
Yeah, she'd had too much. She was drunk.
Did you speak to Miss Duncan?
No, but I could hear her. She was telling anyone who would listen.
What was she telling them about?
Well, about men mainly. What swines they are and how you can't trust them.
Sentiments echoed by a great many single women on Valentine's Day. So, you'd say Miss Duncan wasn't in a happy state?
Definitely not. I felt sorry for her.
Why was that?
Well, she was a bit pathetic.
Obviously, I don't wish to put words into your mouth, Mrs. Butch, but you describe Miss Duncan as drowning her sorrows and being both a sad and pathetic figure.
That's right, yeah.
We know that Miss Duncan then went straight on to Mr. Owen's nightclub, E20. Would you find it hard to believe that the Miss Duncan you've described, shortly after leaving the Queen Vic, could have attacked and half-strangled a man nearly twice her size?
My lord, I object to this leading question.
I would find that hard to believe, but I'd find it even harder to believe that Matthew Rose would do anything to her.
Mrs. Butcher, that is purely speculation on your part.
Well, she asked me if I thought Saskia could attack anyone.
The difference being that you didn't see Matthew Rose on the night in question.
No, but I know him and his family. And Matthew's a really nice lad.
That's enough, thank you, Mrs. Butcher. Miss Mills?
I have no more questions.
So, is there anywhere you'd like to go? I'll take you if you like.
Do you know somewhere of interest locally?
Sonia! Oh, hi, Enrico.
Nikki, I see how beautiful you're both looking.
Thanks. We've got to try out at the modelling agency. Yeah, well, I'll be careful if I were you. You hear stories about these modelling agencies.
Yeah, I think we should have told our mums.
We'll be all right. Your mum will kill you if she finds out.
She's not going to. If you cover for us.
Yeah. If either of your mums ring, I'll say you're revising at the library.
Thanks, Sonia. Yeah, thanks. We better get going.
Oh, good luck to you both.
Thanks. Yeah, good luck. I think it's a bit sad if you ask me, all that modelling lark.
As they say, beauty is only skin deep.
I'm more into the arts.
Oh, the arts. It's also my passion.
Especially music. Play the trumpet.
I don't believe this. The trumpet, it is also my instrument. Don't tell me you like jazz too.
It's all I ever play.
And we must meet one night and share a passion of music.
Yeah, I'd love to.
This week?
Yeah, it's a date.
Get a boat up them doors. Hey, keep your diary free December the 31st, all right? You're going to a wedding.
Yeah, no, Ian's.
Ian? What, he's getting married New Year's Eve?
Yeah. Why, who are you talking about?
Oh, of course he's talking about Ian. He's just winding you up.
Hey, you nearly had you as well, didn't I? Huh? See you later, Jamie. Have to change the date.
No way.
Ian's gonna nick all our guests.
What the... Not if we get all our invitations out first.
I don't even know if this Wolford Roof Garden's any good yet, do we?
Well, look, let's just stop panicking and go and have a look right now.
So, do you miss South Africa then?
Yeah, I suppose I do.
I've always loved hot climes, you know, lying and baking in the sun.
Have you?
In charge, give me that stuff.
Oh, well, I'll make a move now you're here then, shall I?
Thanks for helping out.
It's all right. Don't mind lending a hand.
Yeah, thanks, Mum.
Right, see you later. Bye, Mel.
Bye.
Grant! Hold up.
What are you doing here? I told you to stay away.
I needed to see you.
I don't want anyone knowing about this.
Grant, you're in big trouble.
You better come over to Phil's.
So, what happened when Saskia Duncan went towards the office?
Well, Matthew stopped her. He stood in her way.
What happened then?
Well, at first, Matthew tried to reason with her, but, well, she wouldn't take any notice of him, so he pushed her away.
In other words, Mr. Rose lost his temper and became violent.
I wouldn't say that, no.
Miss Hills, you said that after trying to reason with Miss Duncan, Mr. Rose forced her away from him against her will. Is this not the action of a man who has lost his temper and resorted to physical means?
I suppose it is, yeah.
Thank you, Miss Hills. I have no more questions.
I have no questions for this witness, my lord.
Miss Hills, going back to when Mr. Rose tried to get Miss Duncan away from the office, would another interpretation be that instead of losing his temper, that Mr. Rose was merely being firm with her?
Yeah, that's how it looked to me.
And would you also say that Mr. Rose looked desperate to move her away as he didn't want there to be any trouble?
Definitely. Matthew, he hates any sort of trouble.
They can't do that.
I don't think you understand it.
Yeah, too right I don't. We agreed terms.
Yeah, and now they've changed them.
Well, that's their tough luck, isn't it?
Look, Grant, you and Phil might be a couple of hard nuts, but these blokes are major villains. They don't let anyone take liberties.
I don't care who they are. I can't give them that much money.
Well, then just give them the money back.
I've gone and bought a snooker with it, haven't I?
Well, you're going to have to find it somewhere else then, ain't ya?
Don't give me that.
Look, you can hit me, you can do what you want, but it ain't going to change the fact that you've got to give them $2 grand a week.
Who are they, anyway?
Milligan and Freighter.
Never heard of them.
Look, if you don't pay them what they want when they tell you to, you and me are dead men.
How long have you known Mr. Rose?
Well, we've been friends for years.
And would you say that you know him well?
Very well. Matthew, he isn't macho like a lot of blokes. He's someone you can talk to.
Did you at one time have a relationship with Mr. Rose?
Yes, but we both realised we weren't right for each other.
Was Mr. Rose ever violent towards you?
No. Matthew wouldn't ever hit a woman.
Was he ever aggressive towards you?
Matthew isn't like that. He's always been kind and considerate.
And finally, Miss Hills, after February the 14th, did you notice a change in Mr. Rose?
A huge change.
In what way?
Well, there was obviously something upsetting him. He didn't bother with his business. He even started drinking. He was just a different person.
Thank you, Miss Hills.
My lord, I've just received some information about which I'd like to ask the witness.
Go ahead, Mr. Cherry.
Miss Hills, you say Matthew Rose was always kind and considerate.
That's right.
But that wasn't the case when you and he got engaged. I don't wish to embarrass you, but didn't Matthew Rose get engaged in order that you consent to have sexual intercourse with him? And then, the following morning, he broke the engagement off.
Yes, but we both sorted it
Matthew
out.
Rose manipulated both you and the situation. Didn't he, Miss Hills?
It wasn't like that sounds.
But it sounds to me like Matthew Rose lied in order that you'd have sex with him. And when he had what he wanted, he cast you aside. Is that correct, Miss Hills? Miss Hills, did Matthew Rose lie in order to have sex with you? Is that what happened?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Hardly the actions of a kind and considerate person, Miss Hills. I have no more questions, my lord.
Miss Hills, thank you for your attendance. You're now free to leave the court. Members of the jury, as it's now 5 minutes to 4, we shall adjourn for today. If I may remind you not to discuss the case with anyone. I shall see you at 10 o'clock in the morning. Thank you.
Steve! How can you do this to me? How can you stand there and let me take the blame?
Will you get him away from me?
Just tell him the truth, Steve, please!